welcome. So great to see you here today. Matthew Long here, checking in with you. Okay, I'm here recording in Bury St Edmunds, the jewel in the crown of Suffolk, and that's in England in the UK. So welcome here to week number 1 of the Anxiety and Stress Breakthrough System. It's an absolutely awesome kick-ass course and you're going to love it. What's absolutely awesome, of course, is the fact that you've made a commitment to change, a change that takes a little bit of effort, but will be so rewarding as you go through this system. Not only will change you, but also your influence will change the people around you as you go through this course. Your commitment, your participation, getting stuck in is what's going to facilitate that change. Now, the only thing we can ask of you is to be absolutely honest with yourself as you go through this system, focusing on the tasks that are given. And as you learn, your confidence will grow. There'll be all kinds of emotions along the way. You'll have good days, of course, you'll have bad days, but I will be here throughout to help you whenever you need it. So if you imagine then like a balance scale, on one side, you've got your confidence, on the other side, you've got your anxiety and stress. And as one goes up, the other goes down, whichever way you want to look at it. So what we want to do is tip the balance of the scales in your favor, okay? This is a 6-week program developed and designed to achieve success. It's a long-term system rather than a quick fix that doesn't last, okay? Each week you will learn more. You'll get given tools to help you with stress and anxiety along the way. Your mindset will change. You will achieve greater understanding, not just about anxiety and stress, but also about you. And this will lead to a greater clarity, okay? Like I mentioned earlier, this system is absolutely kick-ass. But like any course, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So do put in 100% all the time. Now, of course, there's going to be days when stuff gets in the way. And what you can understand is that we can pause the course at any time for you. All right. So if life gets in the way and something's going to distract you for a couple of weeks, we can pause it and you can pick up where you left off. So don't worry if it does get on top of you and things start getting a bit too much. Just get in touch, drop me an email, or get in touch with me, whichever way through the system I'm going to show you in a minute. And then we can pause the system for you, so don't stress over it. The last thing you want to do is be stressing over the course. The first week is the busiest week as we throw lots of stuff at you. It does get easier, it does get simpler, it just becomes a natural part of your life as you progress through the 6-week period, okay? There is, however, a no-nonsense approach. Excuses do not achieve success, all right? Now, the system itself is the thing that holds you accountable. It will remind you when you haven't done a task. Okay, and it's down to you then to do the task and tick that you've completed it. Of course, you can tick it's completed before you've done it, but that doesn't achieve anything. But all the stuff on the system is there available for you, whether you've completed it or not. So when it's waiting to be completed, obviously you can watch the videos, you can learn stuff, you can fill in the forms or whatever it is. And once you've completed it, it goes into a completed folder, which you can access again. So there's a video about a particular subject you want to revisit. Even though you've completed the task, you can go back and watch it again. So don't stress. There's no pressure involved in this course, apart from the fact that it will hold you accountable and remind you when you haven't done stuff. All right. Okay. At the end of the day, you're here for results. I've been where you are now, and I've struggled through anxiety and stress in my own life. And you want solutions, you want results. There's a lot of stuff out there that you can find it on the internet, but unless you put it into practice, it just doesn't work. And you've got to create a habit with it. As soon as you recognize the signs of anxiety and stress, is to go straight to your default system, whatever it is that works best for you. Okay. And that's what I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to give you loads of stuff, loads of tools that'll help you with anxiety and stress, but it's down to you to practice it, find what really works for you, own it, and then make it your own. Tweak it to whichever way that suits you best. I'm going to give you lots of tools, and you're going to have lots of stuff that's going to help you. And there might be stuff that you think, well, that's just doesn't fit me, which is perfectly fine. There'll be plenty of other stuff that will be a perfect fit for you that will absolutely keep you on track with anxiety and stress. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be around throughout the course. We're going to be doing the weekly coaching sessions, okay, as a group. And of course, if you do need to get hold of me, then you can email me direct. I'm going to show you how to do that through the Coach Accountable system right now. What we need to do is a bit of screen sharing, okay? Here we go. Let's make sure I press the right button. I don't want to turn it off. Here we go. Screen sharing happening right now. So what you should see now is what it looks like when you open the Coach Accountable system. So the course itself, the anxiety and stress breakthrough system, this is what you'll see. This is my profile in there, and this is me testing out the course as a user. It needs to be tested, needs to be, make sure it's going to be done correctly. Okay. So up here on the left-hand corner, nice little picture of me. Okay, and if I haven't already put a picture of you in there, then you can put your own picture in, and it tells me tells you what time it is for me, so that you know that if you're emailing me at 5 o'clock in the afternoon your time, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon my time, then I should be available to talk to you. If I'm not, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, then you'll also see what time it is and not expect a reply until I get up in the morning. Okay, so you can see exactly what time it is where I am, all right, wherever in the world you are. Little envelope on the side, you probably guess what that is. That's my direct email. Okay, so you click on that, I'll open up in your email browser, and you can inside the Coach Accountable system, and you can write an email. Okay, it's got my details on. I've got my phone number, got my personal email address, so you can get in touch with me any way you like to. All right, so first of all, now let's have a look at the overview. This is what we're looking at on this page with what's next. So I've got some tasks to do. I need to complete myself. Okay. And as this is the test system, I've made sure I've got one here that's turned red. It's late. It's telling me I've not done it in time. It will give you a little bit of leeway for the first few hours. It'll turn yellow and you'll get a reminder that you haven't completed it. And as long as you complete it in the first few hours, it will go back to green. Okay. Things that I've got to do, I've got tasks that I don't need to do for 2 days. Okay, so over the next 48 hours, I'm going to make sure I watch the training video, importance about planning, and the worksheet that goes with it. All right, and you get the worksheet in there, my coaching course worksheet. Okay, and it's all in there. So you're going to get all this information given to you, trickle fed throughout the course, so that you've got plenty of time to do it, understand it, and let it sink in, because you don't want to just rush into it. Okay, but there'll be plenty to do in the first week, believe me. All right, it's the busiest week is the first week, as you start the ball rolling, and then it just slowly slows down as you get into routine, get into habits, get into creating the system for you. All right, so stream then. Now this can look a little bit confusing, but this is the whole stream of what you're going to see as you go through week by week. The stream gets longer as the days go by. Obviously on day one, all you see is the day one stream. You get to day 20, you'll have 20 days of streaming. All right, probably not something you need to worry about too much, but it's there if you want to look back at what you've done in the past. The matrix then. I say the matrix, it's the metrics where you fill in what you've done. So catch up with 2 friends or relatives each week is a great thing to do. It's great for your own mental health and well-being, as well as theirs, especially in these times of difficulty with COVID, where a lot of people are isolating, locked down, working from home. They don't get out and see anyone. So it's a great thing to do. It's great for your mental health, and it's great for their mental health. And knowing that you're helping others at the same time just gives you a nice little endorphin boost. How much time you spend each day working on yourself. Now, I'm not expecting you to spend hours and hours and hours, but once you get into the routine with the planning and the little habit forming techniques I'm going to give you, you'll probably find that you need to spare about an hour each day to work on yourself. Not all at once. Okay, the 20-minute audio meditation, try and do that twice a day if you can. Try and do it in the morning before you start your work routine or whatever you do in the day, and try and do it last thing at night before you go to bed at night. Don't worry if you fall asleep with it on. Okay, your subconscious will still be listening and taking it all in, but it's a great way to just help eliminate that anxiety and stress and start your day off. It's such a good way to start your day off. Now, there are longer meditation audios if you want to, but I found that 20 minutes was long enough. I've tried a half-hour one, I've tried a 40-minute one, and I was finding that after about 20 minutes, I've had enough. Okay, but for 20 minutes, I had an absolutely super, almost like a power nap, and I felt refreshed and revitalized after 20 minutes. It felt great. So that's why I've done it only for 20 minutes. Okay. There are longer ones. If you want a longer version, then please do get in touch. But I find 20 minutes twice a day, perfect. Okay, so there's your working on yourself. You're also going to have the weekly worksheet that you fill in as well. Okay, so it'll be added to that. So let's go to the actions tab next. Okay, so here we go. We've got the watch day 4 training video, the importance of planning. Now, once you've watched it, you can come to the actions tab, click on the tick, and funnily enough, it disappears because you've ticked that you've done it. All right, fantastic. Okay, session notes. Any notes coming in with the session? Obviously, this is where it gets added so you can find it. All right. Worksheets. So this is where we've actually got the worksheets that you're going to be doing, filling out yourself. There's not too many of them, so don't worry. It's not like loads of hours of homework. It's probably each worksheet's going to take you 10, 15 minutes tops. All right, maybe do it a lot quicker. Okay, but if you've completed a worksheet, once you've completed it, it'll end up in the completed folder. And here we go. There's the one that I filled in earlier. Okay, so it's always going to be there for you to look back at. So if you forget to print it off, you can find it, print it off, and use it for your own reference if you want to. So the worksheets that you're going to get as you go through, some of them are best printed off blank, and you fill it in by hand because it's something you're going to do on a more regular routine. It's not just a one-off. Okay, now that will all come apparent as you watch the videos as you go through the system. So there's the worksheets, and that's where to find them and where to find the completed ones. The journal next. Okay, welcome to your journal. You can fill in this, add to your journal, and the great thing about the journal is that I get to see it. So you can start putting your daily thoughts, things that you're grateful for on a daily basis, things that are worrying you on a daily basis. And if there's anything I feel the need to get in touch with you about, of course I will. If you want me to get in touch with you, then just write in as part of your journal, please get in touch. Please email me, please text me, please make whatever you want to do. Okay, and there, that way I know you're wanting a little bit of help, you want a little bit of a chat, whatever it is, and I can get in touch with you. So don't hesitate with that one. Okay. Files. This is where you're going to find some of the files that you're going to be given to fill out on a regular basis, so you can print them off and use them whenever you want to. We don't use the whiteboard, and courses, that speaks for itself. Okay, if you're doing more than one course through a system. All right, and that is basically it. Always opens up with the overview, so you know what you got to do next, what's late, what isn't. Now, even though I've just done the video, that's already disappeared. So it had on another green tab earlier. That's gone now because I've done it. And still I'm late to do my metric and filling in how much time I've spent working on myself today. Okay. So I hope you don't get any problems with it. It will feel a little bit strange and foreign to you when you first open up and first start using it. But as we go through, then of course you can just find it easier every day. And you'll get emails reminding you as well when you've got a new task. Okay, and also when it's starting to run out of time, so you can jump on the system and do it. It's very easy to put a task, or when you watch a video or something, to put it down as complete, but you're still going to come back to the main screen here and finish it off, write it, tick it off on that one I demonstrated just a moment ago. So even though you've watched a video, it doesn't automatically say that it's complete. So you've got to go back to the actions page. Obviously nothing in there now because I've just done it. There it is. Actions have already done. Okay, but you need to make sure you tick it off so it disappears into past actions. Okay. Well, you got a great 6 weeks ahead of you, and what are you going to look forward to is the fact of how you're going to feel in 6 weeks' time, how that anxiety and that stress is going to be massively diminished. Okay. There's going to be lots to learn along the way, lots to take in, some of it quite clinical and medical, but other stuff that just learning how your brain works. It's a fantastic journey. Okay, I've designed it and developed it from my own experiences, and there's a lot of information out there in the internet. I've drawn on, I've taken the best of it, put it all in this one package so that you can get the best out of it as well. Well, I think that's all for now. Just get stuck in, enjoy it, throw yourself into it. You're going to absolutely love it. I know you are. And I look forward to see you on the weekly coaching call. Take care.